So if you have a horse crazy kid and you don't know anything about horses yourself, one of the best things you can do is have your kid take lessons somewhere. But how do you find a good place to take lessons? What makes a good trainer? Here are some tips for how to find a good trainer that's a good fit for you. One is going to be recommendations. If you know somebody else that's in the horse industry, go and talk to them. If they live in your area especially, ask who they would recommend, and even ask who they would recommend to avoid. There are many fly-by-night people out there that have a horse that claim to be trainers, but they'll just charge you an astronomical amount of money to have your kid sit on a horse while they're over busy on their phone or something silly. Those are the type of people you want to avoid. You want somebody that's going to be able to connect with your kid, teach them things, mentor them, help them stay in the horse industry if that's something that they love. Another thing I'm going to recommend to do is go to horse shows that are local in your area. Look to see other kids that are around the same level or age as your kid and talk to them, see who they're working with, go talk to those trainers, see if they have any openings. You're going to want to find somebody that has a good lesson program, some good safe lesson horses. You need someone that has their own horses as opposed to somebody that just will train you on your horse. If you're just getting started, it's very helpful to go and take lessons on a horse that knows everything and knows what they're supposed to be doing, as opposed to you and your horse trying to learn together. That does not end well. Do not go down that path. Green plus green equals black and blue. So go with a horse that knows what they're doing. If you have a local community page that's like equestrian based on Facebook, I'd also recommend going in there and asking who they'd recommend for horseback riding lessons in your area. You can find people that are teaching lessons in all different disciplines, but you want to find somebody that's good with beginners if you're just getting started. Someone with good safe horses, a good safe property that can encourage your kid to continue this love affair with their horses so that they're not discouraged. The last thing I want to see is a kid that is crazy about horses and they end up in a bad situation where they get scared, and then that kind of puts out their flame that they have for being in the horse industry. We don't want that to happen. That's less than ideal for everybody. If you have a 4-H group that has a good number of people or some good volunteers, you can go and ask them who they would recommend, or any other like pony club type things that you have in your area. Or even if you have like a local saddle club that puts on the horse shows, you can go and talk to the people that are running those horse shows and see if there's somebody that they'd recommend. Once you do find a trainer, don't feel like you have to fully commit, like this is who our trainer is, there's nobody else that we're going to try, and if it doesn't work out, then that's that, we're done with horses. You can totally do like a trial period, do a few lessons. Don't feel like you have to pay for a whole year of lessons or anything like that, or commit to that. If you do go to a couple lessons and decide that this is not the best fit for us, go try somebody else. There's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you communicate. Be upfront with what you're looking for with that trainer and what you want to get out of the lessons. That way they can help guide you, and sometimes they might say themselves, hey, if you're trying to do barrels, this is not the place for you. We're a 100-jumper barn, so we can teach you the basics, but we don't know anything about barrels. So make sure you know what your goals are so that you can find some place that matches that, and then you can continue to flourish in this industry. And this goes for, even if you're not a kid, anybody that's new to the horse industry. Highly recommend getting some lessons.